All right, we're starting the podcast, everyone.
Okay.
Is everyone ready?
Hey, what's the topic?
I'll figure out the topics.
He's in the list, right?
Oh. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm in it. What, Gabby? Talking to the mic so I can hear you. Sorry. Can you talk? Can you? Everyone talking to the mic so I can hear you.
Are we doing improv topics, or I thought you were supposed to have the topics?
I got topics, but you know it's still going to be mainly improv.
Or you're talking about dehumanizing women, right?
Dehumanizing women is going to be a topic. Don't worry.
Good job.
All right. Let me just make sure.
Himmers. Let's hear my baby.
All right. No,
Hello.
she has her own mic with Noah.
Oh.
That's not my own then.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember those walls I built?
Keep going. That's the intro. Okay, sorry. We're gonna start over. Ready? Ready?
Oh, wait, we're filming?
Yeah, it's filming.
Oh, wait, no.
Actually, wait. Is it? Let me double check.
Oh, I see a red light.
I did not want to hear me sing it. Oh, okay.
There's a red light blinking.
Yes, go, Marissa.
Yeah, we're recording.
Burn them down.
Okay, so actually, before we start, can everyone hold their mics, like, right? Okay, Marissa, can you hold the mic here? I'm gonna clap right next to all the mics. So hold them all right next to Noah's mic. Hold them all next to Noah's mic. Okay, ready? Oh yeah, better one. Ready? Even better. All right. That's
Action.
Good. All right.
Action.
This
All right.
one. I thought this one was...
Oh, you're right. It's that one. Thank you. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Gabby, you can start singing now.
No, you should do the guitar as the intro.
No, that's not the intro. We'll do that later. That'll be like
No,
that.
I don't want to sing because I don't want to hear. I don't want to get sad once I hear how it sounds on camera.
It will sound great.
I'll
I'll
sing
sing too.
Me and Marissa
We'll
will
all
sing.
sing.
Get her.
All right, everyone sing.
Are we singing Halo?
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't know the words though, but...
I can feel your halo, halo, halo.
Let's go. Action.
I can feel your halo.
Remember those
Oh,
walls I built? Baby, they turned them down. They didn't even put up a fight.
No, they
Didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in.
But I
Never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened.
And done. And all right, so this is the first. Okay, that might not be
I feel
the.
like where Marissa make it sound better, because you know it always sounds good when someone's like.
I don't know the words.
It's all right. Okay, this
It was
is
good.
the.
It was good. It was good.
All right, so this is the first episode of the Blouse podcast. Is that what we're gonna call it? Just the Blouse cast?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Blousey.
Yeah, blouse.
Blouse
I
LLC.
mean, I like mouth undisclosed.
Oh God, but you got to talk into the mic, Gabby. Or else I'm not gonna
I
hear
like
you.
mouth undisclosed, but I feel like since we're including like anybody in the house,
Gabby.
it should be blouse. Oh, I liked mouth undisclosed, but since I feel like that's more for a drama podcast, but since we're including everyone in the house and it's more of like just discussing stuff, I think blouse is good.
Yeah.
Blouse mouse.
Wait, what does blouse stand for again?
Blouse mouse.
Blouse is just in an email a long time ago. Jeff misspelled the word house and called it blouse because he likes to Well, he doesn't.
But was it a misspelling, or did he want to bring us all together?
Exactly.
Discuss.
Exactly.
Or was he just adding Burbank's house? Blouse.
Yeah, where's the L coming from?
I know that's what I like to think, honestly.
Oh, that's true.
All right, I'm gonna get a good topic going here. Let's see.
What's the topics you have in mind?
I'm not sure where to start. You know what? Since we're on the topic of Jeff, let's go with.
Oh no, because what if he finds this?
Doesn't matter.
His
No,
hat.
it does matter.
We're talking about his hat. Jeff's hat? Question mark.
I know it's Earth's hat.
You gotta put it. You gotta talk
It's
into the
Earth's
mic.
hat. So what else is there needs to be discussed?
Okay, that's it.
It's Earth's hat. What's more about his hat?
I just thought it was funny.
Are you gonna pull up a picture? Because how is what's the juice? Like, there's no reason to talk about it if we
It's
can't
on the
really show
TikTok.
the audience.
So.
Okay,
it's on
well-
Earth's TikTok.
Well,
right?
a lot of podcasts, a lot of the appeal of podcasts for me is someone being descriptive and building a visual landscape with their words. So imagine
Right.
this. Imagine like we all.
Oh wait, are we rolling?
Gabby, we're rolling. Yes.
Oh, I thought we were just discussing this.
No,
stuff before
Gabby,
we
this is the podcast.
Okay. Hi guys.
And Noah and Marissa, feel free to chime in as well. Just remember, you got to talk into the mic every time.
I'll talk with the hat.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want her to find
Okay,
it.
I mean, this is.
All right,
democracy,
all right,
so
we're
do
cutting-
We're
we're-
not talking about the hat.
We're cutting the
What
Jeff's
hat?
hat bit. I just thought it was funny. There was like a feather in it, like he's like Yankee Doodle or something.
I think that is. Yeah, I thought that was a little sassy.
Look,
Like a little drag queen.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff,
No.
like Lady Gaga and Madonna and all the other greats. Oh, you want to say something, Marissa? Or-
No, okay, but
I don't know.
if Marissa wants to talk, she should use Noah's mic just so you don't have to reach all the way across.
How about this? Let's like set this down.
Well, no, if you set it down, I'm not going to be able to hear you. You got to hold it right up to your mouth if you want to talk. So basically,
I
if
think I'm really one to talk about.
no,
Marissa, no, because if this goes viral, people are
Okay.
going to be like, why isn't she
Okay.
talking? They didn't let her talk.
okay, listen. I think this is how we should operate, because there's not enough mics for everyone. So if people are sharing a mic, if you want to talk, you just grab the mic, okay? If Marissa wants to talk, Noah, you won't be offended if she grabs the mic, right?
I'll be really offended, but how about this? I'll record on my phone, right? And Marissa can have the mic.
No,
It's gonna sound like shit, but
Well,
it's okay. I'll just sync it.
you're giving me more work to do, dude. No,
I
this
could
is
do that.
no. It's actually also going to sound bad. Just,
Okay, whatever,
let's
whatever.
just
All right.
because these are all dynamic mics and the phone's different. Okay,
How much did these cost?
I mean, some of these mics are pretty cheap. That one was like $40. The ones that Noah
Oh,
and
that's
I,
not cheap.
it's cheap compared to most mics. The ones that Noah and I have are both $10.
Oh, well, I could get you guys. I could buy another of the 10 ones.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, Jeremiah says, "Is it live? I want to watch."
Yeah.
Oh, it's live?
Yes.
We want a live audience.
Or no,
Oh
it's
my-
not. It's not live. Oh, is he saying it's streaming?
Yeah.
No,
'Cause he's not here?
Yeah, he's not here.
Is it streaming live?
It's not streaming. It's not
You
streaming.
should stream it live. Become like famous
Alright.
streamers.
Yeah.
I'll say it's live if you come to the garage.
So what topics are we discussing?
Okay, I'll
today?
bring up another
I
topic.
feel like we should cut all of this.
Oh yeah. Well,
Our generation's attention span is not long enough for this.
yeah, we can cut a lot of this. No worries.
And just get right into rolling.
Let's talk about Gabby talking in her sleep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Marissa.
All right, Gabby, you got to talk into the mic, please.
No, let Marissa.
Do I have to press something?
No, you don't have to press anything. You just got to talk into the mic.
Hello.
Because I can't hear anything. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Nice. Nice.
She likes to say, "Bitch, shut the fuck up."
In her sleep?
Yeah.
No way. Gabby, really?
Yes, I've been told I've said that a few times.
Yo.
Do you remember who you're talking to?
I used to in the past, but now I don't remember.
Oh.
Everyone's pointing at me with the mic, so it was
Wait,
me that I was.
guys, I feel like maybe the first thing we should do is introduce ourselves.
That's true.
All right. So who wants to start?
Oh. Hi guys. Oh, we're not even looking at the camera. Hi guys, I'm Gabby. Yeah.
Wait. Okay. No, we should do like you should share a fun fact. Like you should say you're Gabby. You should say, I don't know,
My passion is acting.
your passion.
She said
Okay.
that in her sleep too.
She says, "I'm an actress."
All my unconscious things that I say
I'm
come
an
out in my
actress.
sleep, which is crazy.
Okay. So you say your name, your passion, and something.
fact.
A fun fact. Sure.
Hi guys, my name is Gabby. My passion is acting, and fun fact about me is that I'm from Alabama.
Woo.
Woo! Well, it's not really a fun fact because everyone from California is most people from somewhere else. But you can tell I'm from Alabama because look at me, the hoop earrings, the ghetto talking. I'm from Alabama.
Exactly. That's what we were all thinking.
Yeah, my name's Noah. I also live here. And fun fact about me, I saw this really great hat the other day. And it's I'm from Oklahoma, so
You don't see hats like that in
Oh,
Oklahoma.
shit.
yeah, you don't see. Well, not with the feather in it. That's the little California touch. All right. Here you go.
Hi guys, my name is Marissa, and I am a Valley girl. And fun fact. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it for a sec.
We can come back to that.
Yeah, I will come back.
Can they see our pants?
Fun facts.
What?
Hold on, let me think.
Can you see our whole body, our pants and stuff? Because I was just wondering, Marissa's just sitting here like nice.
I don't know if you can. I don't know.
And the Birkenstock.
All right, hold up. Let me.
Fun
let me-
fact.
How much did they cost? The Birkenstocks.
I don't know. I thrifted them when they were like new.
See, now you can see what you can see.
You never take
Can you
those.
see that?
Oh, Marissa tried to be half fancy and just
Hell
showing
yeah.
everything.
No,
Oh,
this was the point though. Oh,
Okay.
really?
I think for the first half.
Are they at least
You
the
guys
same
just haven't been
length?
talking loud enough, but I've turned the volume up, so it's a bit better now.
Can you hear us better now?
I think so. I turned the volume up a bit.
Ooh.
Okay. I got to get better at being a producer.
Fact.
All right. I'll say my stuff, and then Marissa can give her fun fact after. Okay. I'm Avi. You're about to pass the mic to me. I got my own mic. I'm the producer, so I got my own mic. Yeah, I'm Avi, and I'd say my passion is podcasting, but filmmaking on the side. Music too. You'll see a new song from Noah and I debuting tonight.
Oh.
That'll be the climax of the podcast.
You know the.
Talk to the mic, please. Talk to the mic, please, Gabby.
It's a song about cars. Wouldn't you say? Sort of a car song.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, have you heard the car song yet, Marissa?
No.
All right. We're gonna
Wait,
have a
Marissa
live
hasn't heard it?
reaction. No.
No.
Oh wow. Okay, this is gonna be fun. And then
Yeah.
Gabby's gonna sing a little bit too, if she wants.
I think it's
And that's my fun fact. So Marissa, what's your fun fact?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. We'll move on. That's fine. We'll move on.
You have so many amazing
Dude,
things about you, though.
Yeah, but like none of it's fun.
I could list a few.
Okay.
Okay. For one, your sister travels the world with her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
For two, like, you're super cool. You've lived like in all places in California, basically. You know basically everyone. For three, you're like a hustle bitch. Like, you got your shit together. You're like fucking amazing. And you thrift all these cool clothes and you sell them across the world. I think that's cool. I mean, didn't you sell something to a person in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's really cool. I just think
That
you're
is
super
cool.
cool.
Thank you.
And for two, like,
Yes.
for four, you're like one of the nicest people I've met.
Really?
I think I'm turning you a little bit into me because now you're starting to talk like me, which I love. Okay, I'm done talking.
Aw.
That was sweet. All right. I think we should
have
have.
bestie in the house.
Okay, let's have a code for when it's like we're like not talking and I gotta like say something like technical. What's the code? What's the code? Technical or
Cupcake. I use that
cupcake?
for
Okay,
everything.
cupcake. So that means we're not. You know, we're cutting this.
Stripper name.
We're definitely cutting this part. You got to be careful about handling noise, Gabby, when you're holding the mic around because you were doing this when you're talking and it was making a lot of noise.
Oh, stripper name.
Yeah, so just don't mess with the cord and all that when you
Look, he jumped up when he heard stripper.
her names. Oh yeah, Chris is over there, but you can't exactly see him, but he's over there. Yeah. So. Yeah. So.
Fern said he's out of class, so he can make it.
Oh, Fern's gonna make
Oh,
it.
great.
Oh, that's great. He'll show up.
What's he gonna say? You don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. So basically, yeah, that's my. Yeah, and also, Gabby, when you're talking, the mic was going like this. You're going like that. And like talk. You got to keep it on your mouth, okay?
Okay.
Normally, at a real podcast, they have like mic arms that are holding the mics right by their face, you know. But we don't really have all that, so we just got to focus on keeping the mic by your mouth when we're talking.
You know, that's okay because Bobby used to have mics first starting out, and then when she got viral, she got the mic things for
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're starting now. We're just like Bobby.
Yeah,
all right.
Who are,
All right.
Who are like podcasts? Or wait, we have to say something about, like,
Cupcake. We're back
Cupcake.
into it.
Cupcake?
Who are like podcast role models? Like, what are we striving for today?
I don't really listen to podcasts, but you know what? Would it be technically a podcast? Because this is girl named Bella Fiore, Bellafiora, and I love listening to crime documentaries or unsolved or solved crimes. And she's from Australia. She recently moved to London, and she's just so amazing. And she goes into detail about famous crimes and serial killers and all that. And I love listening to that. You should check her out.
Wait. So we should have like a true crime section of this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a true crime happening in this house, and it's called dishes.
Oh, good transition, Noah.
Yeah, look at that.
All
I'm
right,
a
let's have a
pro,
little
what can I
dishes.
say?
Let's have a little dishes PSA.
Who
Marissa
was it?
Who was it?
can get all into detail.
Fucking confess.
It was me.
No,
I'm
it was
sorry.
not Gabby.
I didn't want to come out like this, but you know, since we're doing a podcast, I will let you know. I'm joking. It's not me. I have my
All
own set
right.
of dishes.
That's
I
smart.
I really have no idea who it is. I have suspicions. I'm not going to say them on this podcast, but I just want it to be known for all listeners of this podcast that live in the Blouse house.
Watch
please,
out.
Please wash your dishes and watch out. Just
Exactly.
because it honestly gets disgusting in there. Like
It gets. I don't even cook anymore, in there, and I have to meal prep, but I don't do it anymore because it's so nasty. And on topic, when y'all just decide to say, "Oh, I'm just leaving a fork. Oh, I'm just leaving a spoon. Oh, I'm just leaving this little pot. Oh, I'm just leaving a cup, a plate, a bowl," everyone starts to do that, and then we have a big pile of dishes. So don't just leave your one little thing. That should give you even more reason to wash it because it's one little thing.
It's
Stop
anarchy.
being lazy. Go.
I was
can
just gonna
preach.
say. I mean, I go into the kitchen. I'm gonna make myself a snack. I see this fucking pit of like food scraps and abandoned dishes, and I'm like, now the food is ruined for me as a concept. I don't want to eat a fucking meal because that's what it eventually will become. Just all this gross, soggy shit. So
Preach, brother, because that's exactly how
yeah,
I feel.
no, it's awful.
I think the worst part. Oh, Marissa's fun fact.
I plunged the toilet. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
For my first time. I plunged a toilet for my first time
Wow. The blouse.
a couple weeks ago.
How did it go?
I heard something like snap.
Oh my god! In your
But it
body
was
or in the
fine.
toilet or
no,
in the
like
plunger?
it was. I think it was like the plunger.
Well, that's good. That's the
Oh,
best
it's
thing.
supposed to?
No, I'm
If,
not.
if it's like
That's not good, but I'm saying that's
like,
the best thing that could have snapped. It
when
was
it goes in and
I'm
out,
happy that it wasn't your leg
Oh.
or the toilet.
when it goes in and out, or were you like,
When I pushed down on it.
oh, when
It's a
the
good snap,
plunging
though.
part goes in and out, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Is that like
And
it's
then
a
it,
poop
and then it goes
snapping?
down.
Oh god! Someone had some. Okay, all right. It was brittle.
Yeah.
I feel like we were gonna change the
Is that fun?
topic.
Marissa, how do
very
you
fun.
feel
Oh,
about
I
the
was gonna-
dishes?
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. And a few times I've done them, and just because, like, you know, I don't want to fucking live in a house with dirty dishes. But I also don't want to be, like, a super stickler for it, because I'll leave them once in a while, too. Like, I was, like, all mad this morning, and I was like, oh, that was my lid. But then it's like, okay, it's also hard to fucking do your own dishes when there's already, like, a big
Yeah.
stack of dishes stacked up. Like, you need to, like, put your dish in the sink and scrub it.
Well, I think the absolute worst part is people just letting their food scraps accumulate in the little drain thing, and so then it clogs it. And then the problem is our garbage disposal doesn't work because a long time ago, one of my friends, Seth, he was trying to get rid of all his watermelon, and he like tried to do it all in the food disposal, and the little seeds collected down there and destroyed it. It destroyed the food disposal. He was just shoving because he had a bunch of watermelon, but it all went bad at once. Like it smelled kind of funky. So he was just shoving watermelon down the food disposal like he was shredding paper.
Why
Like
don't
he
you use like a trash can?
Right?
I know.
Wait, so it worked when you got here?
Oh yeah, it worked when the first couple months I was here, but then my friend Seth destroyed it. So
Is that the one that was the TikTok person?
no, that's another guy.
Yeah,
But
that's potential guest on the podcast.
I mean, it might have not
though,
been him.
TikTok guy.
because the guy who came and to try to fix it said it was papaya seeds, but I don't know.
It's just like some tropical fruit.
Like Steph and
ruined
I
it
were kind of
for
like, oh
everybody.
shit, we destroyed that shit. Because I was
It
helping him
probably
put the
was
watermelon
Steph.
down. I was like, oh, we might have destroyed this thing. But the guy said it was papaya seeds, so we were off the hook. But I still think it was us.
Probably was. Don't let Jesse find this. Perfect.
Hi, Jesse.
And delete that.
What? No, we're keeping whatever that was in. I don't even know what that was, but we're keeping that in. All right, let's move on to a topic that we can all talk about at length. I'm gonna just throw a couple ideas out there. We could talk about recent movies. Does that appeal to people?
Yeah.
Recent movies that you've seen, or that recent movies that have come out? All right. So we're starting this segment. Ready? Recent movies. All right.
No, I still
I-
haven't seen the Barbie movie.
Oh, Marissa hasn't seen the Barbie movie.
You haven't?
All right. Okay. Also, when Marissa's talking, you need to hold it.
Oh,
You
hi.
need to grab the mic
Oh.
yourself and hold it up. Yeah.
Okay.
You've seen some stuff, huh?
Oh no. That's,
I don't know.
okay, that's a little too loud.
Oh,
God, okay, I keep having to adjust the volume.
dude, we were watching a movie the other night, and he was doing the volume thing the whole time, Avi. I saw this, like, at the corner. It was, like, volume, like, 89, 90, 91.
I keep getting paranoid that Jesse's gonna shut us down if it's too loud. So I keep doing that. But really, what I should do is I should find a compressor, because that would help compress the volume a lot
Have you
more.
ever thought about just, like, leaving it at, like, a decent volume?
Well, the problem, Marissa, is there's no decent volume. There's no decent volume because it's either too loud or too quiet. Oh, Darius is here.
It's Darius.
You gonna join us, Darius?
Beep, beep.
Oh, that's why.
I did too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right.
Come on in.
Here's another staple of the blouse. So, Darius, you're gonna come in and you're gonna say your name. You're gonna say your passion in life, and you're gonna say fun fact.
All right, so I guess, do you want to do Gabby, Noah, Mike?
Yeah,
and
yeah. Gabby, Noah are
Marissa,
sharing that mic, and then
Darius?
Marissa, Darius share that mic.
What's
There you go.
saying what is it? My name? What?
Your name, a passion in life, and fun fact if you want.
Yeah. My name is Darius. A passion of mine is not brushing my teeth right after a nap, so I apologize. And a fun fact: when the baby bottle was invented, lots of babies died because the nipple would gather lots of bacteria, which and they didn't wash their dishes, so a lot of babies died from that.
That's a really fun fact.
It's a great fun fact about you, Darius.
Oh, it's about me.
Darius invented
Oh,
the
I
baby
thought it was
bottle.
just a fun
That's-
fact.
No, that's actually,
Honestly, that's fine. I like the way you interpreted that, Darius.
Yeah.
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 I believe sharks are the smartest fish. Discuss.
Okay.
I don't know, but excuse me too, because I did not brush my teeth either. None of us brushed our teeth.
That's like a
That's true. I
once every couple days
I
thing
didn't
there.
I know, I've been there.
Just kidding. I know.
I'm trying to get in the habit of like brushing and flossing my teeth every night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Me too.
I try to always have like an Altoids tin on me, but then I lose them. But then I'll like find them all at once. So yesterday I found 3 of my Altoids tins. So I'll probably have better breath in the next few days. So that's very exciting. That's an important no announcement.
Isn't it just like candy though?
It's advertised. Yeah, it probably is. It's advertised like this will make your breath like amazing.
Do you actually have one of those Altoids on you? You have like that.
What
Uh,
else do you
little
keep in the
man things.
Altoids tin?
Everyone thinks they just have like drugs in there. but
Yeah,
it
one time
is
you're like, oh god, where's my Altoids
Wait, did you
tin?
guys get dressed up for this?
not really.
I mean,
Oh.
Some people did.
I saw the blazer.
I know, I threw on a blazer.
So.
I literally rolled out of bed and walked out.
Pajama pants.
I like your shirt though. Is that it's like a band?
Sure.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
I know a topic we can discuss.
All right. What is it?
Oh, we're doing movies,
Nothing to
right?
make us angry.
Oh,
but
yeah.
none of us have saw the
We were
movie.
talking about recent movies, and then we just kind of stopped because we got sidetracked. But we can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I derail the conversation?
No, you didn't.
No,
I mean,
no.
I haven't saw Barbie or Oppenheimer, which are the big ones right now, or Mission Impossible. What about you?
Both mid.
I've only seen Barbie, and I thought it was mid, but
I thought Oppenheimer was really good. I thought Barbie was very funny. I wasn't sure what kind of point it was trying to make because I felt like
Exactly.
it was just sort of selling toys at the end of the day.
the
But
point
it was
point
funny.
fell so flat for me.
I watched the video. The point was originally,
We're doing a
podcast.
podcast,
Doing a
Travis.
podcast.
Ooh, let's bring him on it.
Do you wanna
Travis,
say
you wanna
anything?
come on? You wanna
he's like, I'll exit.
Wait, let's talk about your car.
talk about your car?
Oh,
Oh.
he's gone. But luckily, we got him in the mirror shot. We'll see him on the podcast.
Originally, they said that they wanted Anne Hathaway. Originally, Barbie was with what's it called? Is it Paramount? What's the ones called? What's the ones you have? The big
Barbie's
studios.
Warner Brothers. Barbie is Warner Brothers.
I know,
Yeah, Warner
but
Brothers.
it used to be with what's the studios you have?
There's lots.
main
Universal,
ones, the
Paramount, Disney, Warner Brothers.
Originally, I think it was with Universal or Paramount, and this was a couple years ago because they started thinking about feminine in like the early like 8 to 10 years ago. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. But then it got like the contract ended, so it got transferred to Warner Brothers or something. And Hathaway was originally supposed to play Barbie, and then the girl that plays Wonder Woman,
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. They originally wanted her at Warner Brothers to play her, and Margot Robbie was still going to produce it.
Yeah.
But Gal Gadot, they was going to get her, and then she was filming something else, so she said no. And then they wanted Amy Schumer,
Yeah.
her, and the role of Barbie was supposed to be not this so beautiful woman, but this intelligent person that leaves the Barbie world to find the real world and make something of herself. And then everyone didn't want Amy Schumer. So then
would've
Margot
been more
Robbie
fun, I
said
think.
in an interview with what's what's the girl's name? Greta Gerwig. She said in an interview with her that she just told her like, hey, like, you know, I can just produce the movie, but I think it'd be really good if I do it. Da da da. And this is the interview I was watching. And then Margot Robbie ended up becoming Barbie, and then people started bashing her because they was like, this is going to ruin the image. Everyone's going to think they're supposed to look like this person. But then they were bashing Amy Schumer, and so Margot Robbie kind of like clapped back. But so the version of Margot Robbie was supposed to be this person who like this Barbie that's kind of like dumb, but you know, like she accidentally like comes to the real world and like just goes on an adventure, da da da, like all that types. I'm talking like you can cut all that out, but
Well,
whatever.
no. I wanted to say on this podcast, I think it should be a rule that that people can't say, "I'm sorry, I'm talking too much."
she always says that.
Because this is why I wanted you on this podcast, Gabby, because you're great at talking.
I feel like someone should take it from me because I do talk.
No, that's fine.
No.
I
Go back.
I don't think you shouldn't be ashamed on this podcast.
I learned
for
a lot
talking
about
too much.
Barbie.
Yeah, I learned a lot about Barbie from someone who hasn't even seen it.
Yeah.
But I watch a lot of YouTube reels, so that's why I got the interview.
I
Turn this
see.
AC off. Is that?
You can if you want. It's not like affecting the sound that much because these are all dynamic mics. But you're cool. Okay.
Avi, do you want to talk about another upcoming movie that you and I are developing?
Oh yeah, we're not
right.
sure what we're calling it, but Noah and I have a
I think it's
A card-
called Car Story.
a bad need story, or maybe Car Alive,
Car is yeah, because you don't know if the car is alive.
Car Living. We're not sure. It's a drama
It's good, Carlish.
about just kind of the not so distant future of car dystopia.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine for a moment a future where cars are very important. You think cars are important now? They're even more important then. And then they're car detectives. They're car police.
And not to
The
hype.
city of Burbank is called Car Burbank
Why
now.
don't you just call it Cars?
We
That's a good
tried, but
idea.
we ran to legal issues. But
Okay, why don't you call
Yeah.
it Car?
Really?
no,
I was like, y'all up there like that?
no. And also, you know, not to hype it up further, but Noah and I will be performing a song later that's for the movie.
For the movie Car?
For the movie Car.
Let's call it Many Cars.
Many cars.
Cars.
You can't say cars.
You can't even say the word cars.
You literally can't, dude.
You can't say.
little preview.
Well, we will when we do the song. We'll give you. All right. Oh, are you saying right now if preview is playing?
Are you trying to? What's the message of the film? What's the themes you're playing with?
Cars mostly.
The theme is that. Wow, putting this on the
Oh,
spot.
is it the one where I was in the car?
Yeah, Gabby's in it.
Oh yeah, Gabby's in it.
My acting was 8 out of 10.
Very good.
Oh, it was great.
You know, okay, side note, but the movie Cars, the cartoon, I'm sorry guys, I always get off track.
It's
No,
trash.
this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Keep going.
The animated show movie Cars, they were trying to think of a name to give it, and then it was like, let's just name it Cars. There was one person that was like, let's just name it Cars, and everyone was like, Cars, but that's like, and then Cars, and now it's Cars, and then it's like making millions. So yeah,
Wow.
and so now they got a whole. They had toys that come out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's
The
like you
Cars
can never
video
be,
game?
yeah.
You guys ever
Oh,
played
it's a
Cars
video game.
The simpler
It's pretty
something
good.
is, the more effective it is.
That's true.
That's the moral
Like
there. I
when they
guess.
make a second movie, they just put number 2 at the end.
I should wish they would have called it Cars 2 with 2 O's.
Oh yeah. Like, here's some other cars. They could have called it 2 Cars.
Or also Cars also.
Next
Yeah.
topic. Next topic. I'm making the executive decision.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot you can
Say
say
so,
about.
Mr.
Now that Darius is here, I thought it might be fun to talk about Victorian times.
I don't think they even existed. Prove me wrong.
Actually, my baby nipple. Fun fact.
Was that from Victorian times?
Yeah, that was invented in Victorian times. It was a game changer because back then, you always needed like a midwife or whatever if you're like rich or whatever. And then the person comes along with a little glass bottle and you give it to your baby, and also lots of bacteria.
Wow.
But like, oh sorry.
Also that's. Oh, I'm sorry.
No go.
Also, you can thank Victorian England for the vibrator.
What? That long ago? Was it manual? Was it-
But to be fair, I'm not entirely sure how
Mechanical, I mean?
how it worked. I guess so. Yeah, definitely didn't run on batteries. We can be sure of
that's
that.
lit. I know that there were like when women had hysteria or whatever, like sometimes they'd just be sent to get finger blasted.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah.
Victorian or not?
Yeah, no, that is Victorian England. Because, hysteria was a medical condition, and if
Right.
your wife was diagnosed with hysteria, they would have the doctor come and visit your house, and you'd be like, okay, well, we got to cure this woman of hysteria, so which just meant we got to get her off. So, he would come with his little vibrator, which was a medical device, and then just finger blast your wife until she came.
This would be a perfect transition into dehumanizing
hysteria?
women. But what were you gonna say, Gabby?
I was just gonna say, is hysteria like what's hysteria again?
Like hysterics. Now it's no longer a medical condition. Now it's just considered like when someone's being kind of crazy. But they used,
Like mania.
they used to say like, oh,
Yeah.
women are crazy and it's a medical condition.
Yeah, it's like emotion, like being like super emotional and manic. Yeah.
So I just want to say,
Oh.
go.
No, she was just saying.
Go.
I just want to make sure we got that.
I don't know. I forgot what I said.
Go.
No, I seriously forgot what I said.
This is a cool blazer.
You said it is.
It is.
Yeah. And what?
It
It is.
We can't be doing this, guys. We gotta just keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gabby,
keep
So,
what were you
moving.
gonna say?
Don't worry me.
no.
Mercer will talk if she wants to talk, right? Yeah.
I want Marissa. I don't want her. Okay, anyways. But I was going to say, guys, okay, I know everything about the era, but I'm not going to get into that. But I want to say, have any of you guys watched Bridgerton or the sequel, Queen Charlotte?
No,
No, I've not seen either of
Neither.
these things.
Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it.
No, I've not heard of either of these.
It's so
What? Wow.
That's crazy because it was like trending. But you know the creator of these shows, Shonda Rhimes. She's the one that created Grey's Anatomy. Excuse me. Move over. She's the one. I'm sorry. She's the one that created Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal. You heard of any of those?
Wow. She's
So-
a very successful
Yeah,
woman.
she created Bridgerton, and Queen Charlotte is a sequel about the Queen of Bridgerton. But I watched so many those medieval eras like stuff that I pieced them all together. And so the Victorian era is named after Queen Victoria. And then the TV show Bridgerton, the queen in that show is Queen Charlotte. And Queen Charlotte is kind of considered to be the first, like, let's just say she was 25% black, but she was considered to be the first like black queen back then in
Oh, I
the
didn't actually know that.
1400s.
Wait, queen of what?
Queen Charlotte was she was married to the King of England. His name was King Charles.
Okay.
His name was Charles, if I'm not mistaken. But she was considered to be the first, and they had, I think, 11 or 13 kids together.
Yeah.
And they were in love, and he was known for being called Mad. He was the Mad King because he.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Like
was
Game
known
of
for being
Thrones. Sorry.
exactly. You know, he was known for. I'm just cutting you off, but he was known for being the Mad King. But really, he just had something that wasn't diagnosed back then. They didn't know what it was. I forgot what it's called now. But they had 11 kids together, and then out of 11 or 13, but out of all the kids, and now like Queen Charlotte is a TV series after that that's based on her life of being married to him, and like what she went through, like, you know, because she was considered the first black queen, and like she basically they had like 13 kids together, and none of their kids got married, like except for one, and then his child died and his grandchild died, and so she was pressuring her kids, and this is
Hold up. Sorry.
Sorry.
Cupcake.
Sorry.
You keep on moving the mic and it makes all these noises and stuff. You just gotta hold it still when you're talking.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, continue.
Okay,
Is
so
cupcake like a
basically.
safe word?
That's just when
Yeah.
we're getting technical difficulties.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So in short terms, Bridgerton created by Shonda Rhimes. The queen in that TV series is Queen Charlotte, who's considered to be the first black queen. She's actually like 25% black, but whatever. And then the sequel to that is called Queen Charlotte, based on her life when she was a child. And basically, nobody wanted to marry. Nobody royal really wanted to be with the King of England, whose name was Charles, I believe. And because he was mad, so they found this girl who's Charlotte. She was just like a princess from like some other country, small country or whatever, and she got married to him, and without knowing him, and he was considered the Mad King back then because he had some undiagnosed stuff where he would wake up and he would draw stuff and he would go crazy and forget people, kind of like dementia type stuff. They had 13 kids together and they loved each other dearly, but none of their kids had kids. None of them got married. One of them got married, but then the kid he had and her baby died, and so she had no heirs. So she was pressuring all her children to get married, have a kid, have a kid, have a kid. So she ended up getting tired of it, and she just, two of them, she married them off. Like, she tried to let them find love, you know, because even if she wasn't given that opportunity, she still fell in love with King Charles. But they didn't. So two of them she married off. Then one of them ended up getting pregnant. And then it came to find out that all her kids had been getting pregnant, but they kept losing their babies. But so one of them ended up getting the woman that she married him off with pregnant. And that became Queen Victoria. And Queen Victoria ended up falling in love with someone else and having all these kids, and that became the Victorian era, which is this, I'm sorry, I know it's like a lot, but it's cool to know that this is based off their life, and you piece it together. And then down the line, their heirs are, you know, the Queen of England that recently died.
Yes.
Her husband Charles, the one that died.
Yes.
That is his ancestors.
Yes.
So it's just, I just like to piece it together.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Are you into like the royal family and all that stuff?
I like it. I like to watch a lot of movies like that. A lot of like past movies. I love a lot of drama love movies, and a lot of them I love are the ones that's based on like
royalty,
like royal times, like medieval, like, you know, princess and kings and head chopping type stuff. And so it's just cool to me to know that these are like their ancestors are these people now. So I just think that's cool.
Who was was it Henry VIII's wife who just started chopping people's heads off?
You know, Henry VIII, there's a movie made about him.
Was it Queen Anne?
Timothy Chalamet plays him.
Something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The king.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that the one where he has like the weird haircut?
Yeah. Or maybe he was playing Henry V, but it's a movie made about him.
I feel like there was one Henry that had a lot of wives. It was fifth, eighth. I don't know. Henry V is the.
No, Henry V is the one Timothy Chalamet played.
Well, did he play in like, was it a Shakespeare adaptation?
Yeah, it was like The King. It was called The King. No, it wasn't a Shakespeare, but it was called The King. It was based off Henry V.
Yeah.
Wait, if I'm correct. No, or did he play Henry VIII? I don't know, but Timothy Chalamet played Henry V or VIII, and that's when he conquered France.
Yeah.
So whichever.
I just remember talked about one of the Henrys who had a lot of wives, and he found this one wife. It was like something Anne something, and she schemed and connived and got a lot of people killed.
I know that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I watched the movie.
More, please.
I watched the movie. Okay, so Timothy Chalamet played the movie The King, where he played Henry V, and then he conquered France, and then he got married to the princess of France, because the king of France said, "Hey, like, just marry my daughter, blah, 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 so we can still be like, I can still be in the royal." And so his grandson Henry VIII, there's a movie made about him called the Boleyn sisters. The Boleyn.
Oh,
sisters.
Anne Boleyn.
The
Yeah.
Boleyn sisters.
Yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson plays one of the sisters, and then Natalie Portman plays the other sister.
Yeah.
And Natalie Portman. So how the story goes is that Henry VIII, he was married to this woman, had a daughter by her. He fell in love with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're just bringing back memories from middle school, because I was like, where did this is just like vague. Because I remember I had to do some project at the end of it, and I wrote a short story from the perspective of someone who got their head chopped off because Anne Boleyn wanted it. And I cannot remember who it was though.
What happened was, okay, she didn't want it, but technically how the story goes is that I think Scarlett Johansson played the younger sister with the blonde hair, or she was the older sister. I think Scarlett Johansson was the younger sister. But basically, Henry VIII fell in love with her, like platonically fell in love with her and stuff like that.
Platonically fell in love?
But like he fell in love with her, and then it just became platonically love. He didn't want Anne Boleyn. The family originally wanted him to marry Anne because they presumed her to be the most beautiful daughter, this and that. He didn't want her. He fell in love with Scarlett, right? Well, like, because he fell off a horse or whatever, and he fell in love with Scarlett, right? Well, the second sister. And so then they sent Anne because Anne tried to take him from Scarlett. Well, the other sister, I think her name was Mary. And so
yes.
And they sent her to France. Because remember at that time, Henry VIII's grandfather, played by Timothy Chalamet, had conquered France. So France was a part of them. They sent her to France with her extended family, and she came back and she knew how to be a lady. She seduced Henry VIII, and Henry VIII ended up wanting her. But he ended up getting Mary pregnant, and at the time, Mary wasn't married to him, and the only reason they wanted him to be with Mary is because his wife couldn't produce any more children, and he ended up getting.
Hey, Fern.
Hi.
Rose in the wheelchair.
I know. He ended up getting Mary pregnant because his wife couldn't produce any more children. So he was off to find someone, a mistress that could produce some children. He got Mary pregnant and they presumed to be in love. But Anne came back while Mary was still like, had just had the baby, and was seducing him. And she was like, well, you have to leave my sister, like, for me to give you some, You have to do this for me to give you some. You have to do this, And so he ended up leaving Mary, sent them off, was like, don't come back, take the baby, blah, blah, never come back here. Then Anne got into the castle, and Anne and Mary stopped being friends. And so Anne got into the castle, and she was like, you have to leave your wife. And he was like, but that's my wife. And he's the one that ruined the Church of England. She was like, you have to leave your wife. She was like, but he's my wife. Like, I don't know how I can leave her. So he sent his wife off. He made a thing where he sent his wife off somewhere, and then they were like, but your wife is with the church. Like, how would the church feel about this? So he separated the Church of England. That's when it became church and state. You know the idea of church and state?
Yeah.
That was because Anne persuaded him to leave the church. And so the Church of England, like, if you search it, he's the one that's known. He's the king known for Henry VIII is the king.
Sounds like
known,
a Voltaire thing or something.
No, if you search it, Henry VIII is the king known for separating the Church of England.
Sure.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
oh, sorry. I thought you meant the idea. Never mind. Okay,
No. He's the reason why the Church of England like became separated from the because he did that for Anne to get the wife away.
Yeah.
So then once he got with Anne still wouldn't give him any, and he was like, "Well, you have to make me queen. You have to marry me." And he was like, "I just sent my wife off. Like, I can't do this." And so he ended up raping Anne. And so then she became disgusted by him. But he did make her queen, but he became disgusted by her, and she couldn't produce any children. So the idea in my head is he's probably the one why the wives couldn't produce children.
Yeah.
The only one he could get a children by was his first wife, only once, and Mary.
Yeah.
And so she couldn't have any children. So she told her brother, she was like, "Can you just like have sex with me, like incest, create an incest child?" She was like, "I need to get pregnant. Like, don't tell him." Right? And Mary,
classic white people.
Exactly. and Mary was like, "You guys are crazy. Don't do this." But they ended up getting caught, and they decided not to go through with it or whatever. And so, but they had already been told on, and he was already had so much hatred for Anne after having sex with her and stuff like that. He had so much hatred. So he ordered Anne and the brother heads to be chopped off, and that's how the story goes, where Anne got her brother head chopped off, and Mary took Anne's child and went back to the country child with her son that she already had with him, and that child that Anne had with him became the first Queen Elizabeth, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Wow.
I'm sorry, I know everything.
That's a lot.
Sharon, Gabby.
You seem to know a lot about Victorian times and shit.
I know, I watch a lot of movies. I just piece all the movies together and then I research all of it after.
I just want to make a small comment,
Okay,
which
small
is
comment.
I'm in this internal battle with Fern with turning on and off the AC unit. Every time it gets cold in here, I turn off the AC unit, and then Fern always comes in shortly after and turns it right back on.
First of all, bro, I always come back like from a bike, and it's like it's not that hot right now, but I come back like steaming, bro, and I want to get a little bit colder right now.
Yeah, but
was very
it's
energetic.
freezing, man. It was freezing.
Well, I could redirect it. You could always redirect it upward. If it's like hitting you like more directly, you can redirect the air upward.
I can. You're the one who turned it back on.
Well, yeah, because I'm hot.
Yeah.
Fight.
Look, Fern.
Yeah, we also
Fern. All I know,
So-
Fern.
should
All I
have a
know
boxing match
is
scheduled, and
I
that's gonna
clean up
happen.
after you often. The least you can do is
What
turn.
color is my plate?
It's green.
Green with what?
It's green with a blue rim.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I know what
good.
play
Turquoise.
you
But
use.
I will accept it. But like for example, I do most of my plates, my cleaning, and I just leave them up to dry. And then
It's
when I
not.
need them,
It's
I
not
use
just.
them.
It's not just dishes, dude. I see you leave like your empty bags of chips when you buy chips and stuff. Oh no,
Guys, I heard Fern caused the writer's strike.
Fern
Thoughts?
caused the writer's
I
strike.
caused the writer,
That's what I
caused-
heard.
I caused
Look,
the writer's strike.
look,
and
I'm
because
sorry
of
to
me,
air
the
your dirty
writers
laundry out
do
right
not get
here.
paid.
Look, Fern, it's fine. All I ask is can you just like not turn like just like if you want to turn the AC away a little bit?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, thank
I
you,
could do
dude.
that.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So wait, can we talk about?
I want to talk about something else.
Okay.
As soon as that gets resolved,
I think I have a topic that'll be good.
Yeah, what's the topic?
what's the topic?
The topic is I'm curious what people think about
Incest?
Star Wars. Yeah. Well, hold up. I think I've talked to Star Wars about almost everyone here, except for Marissa and Gabby. So
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen any of it?
No.
Me either.
Gabby, you haven't seen any Star Wars?
Wait, what's your impression?
No.
Wait. To the people who haven't seen Star Wars.
Yeah. What's your?
People that haven't seen
Yeah,
Star
to the
Wars,
people who haven't seen
explain
Star Wars, what's your impression?
Wait,
of
Noah,
it?
give her your mic.
I haven't
Give me
seen
your
it.
mic.
You've seen it.
No,
No, give. Oh, this is.
I don't know. I don't have much to say about Star
back
Wars.
people's couch.
I haven't seen
Back
it.
people's
Any of them.
That's crazy.
I was just what I was doing while we were learning about Victorian times, I was just like staring intently at the camera and glaring at it.
And I was playing sound effects the whole time.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll be honest,
Really?
like a soundboard.
But they're not. They're only gonna show up if we want them. But I got sound effects that might play.
Yeah, he's got like a web browser's soundboard going on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But you know, if they're too annoying, I can take them out.
I would love to get a soundboard for like streaming.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, you should add people laughing.
Yeah, like there's a
Like a laugh
crowd
track?
that's just laughing.
I think I had the Vine Boom, I had the Anime Wow, I got Yeet, I got.
What if we made this podcast unfiltered because you don't edit anything? You just post it.
I kind of want to post a raw one. Maybe like doesn't have to be public if people don't want it, and then I'll post an edited version too.
Have you guys talked about relationship stuff yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. We
I
should
thi-
save it for a
I-
later cast.
I think that will be. I think that will have the stuff where people have the most. Will have the most opinions. Is
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, true. Star Wars is a no-go because people are.
No, you guys can.
Because there are too many people here that are not nerds.
All I know, all I know is that the animated Clone Wars show, the 3D one, sucks. It's one of the worst
Yeah,
things.
he has this opinion
ever
that
made
the 3D
for
Clone
Star
Wars
Wars.
show sucks.
Yeah, no, I just said it.
I think it's peak television.
Hmm.
Like I think it's better than most shows out there.
Name one show it's better than.
Probably Doctor House.
It's just called House. So clearly you don't know what you're talking about.
Because I've been looking.
How have I watched Doctor House? Whenever my parents put on Doctor House, I always didn't watch
What do you
it.
think?
It was
What-
always after American
What is House
20 Some
about?
Videos on Sunday.
What is House about?
House is about a fucking doctor who is like.
It's like good doctor.
No, he's not like the good doctor.
The
He's
doctor,
actually a
he's
pretty
awesome.
shitty
He's a
person.
mean doctor.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Bad
He's a
dog.
But sometimes he's right, sometimes he's not right.
Yeah.
Like for example,
Like
he
real
would
life
one time,
doctors.
like Dr. House would like go up to a patient and unplug his machine and say, "You don't have tuberculosis" or some shit. And he would like,
Yeah.
stick it to the doctor's
Yeah.
face. It's like it's like you see how he's shaking?
Yeah.
You see how he's looking?
That's the
blood pressure?
thing.
That's not TV.
That's the thing, Fern. That's the thing, Fern. Is he's arrogant, but he gets results. Okay.
You know who also gets results?
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker on the
Skywalker.
battlefield.
You think
This man has a positive record on the battlefield. I'll tell
you think Anakin can beat House in a fight, dude?
Yes.
Dude, here's the thing. House, because he's based off of Sherlock Holmes, so he would just analyze Anakin and know all of his weaknesses just
House
by
is
looking at him.
crippled,
Like your
bro.
hair curly.
Yeah, but he'll mind fuck Anakin, bro,
With what?
with his words.
Yeah, Anakin can mind fuck him with the Force choke, bro.
Yeah, but not if he talks him out of it.
You're losing the argument.
I'm being a bit facetious with the fight,
course.
but
It's like Superman versus what's it called, Goku.
Superman versus
There's
Goku.
so many redhead
Yeah.
Jews.
That's a
Actually-
fight that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, I feel like there's good arguments for both. I think there's good arguments for both.
Well, it's clean.
Oh, that's
Any
good.
gray hairs yet?
But you got gray hairs, Noah?
Wait, do you have gray hairs?
Yeah, my hair's dyed. I'm actually completely.
It's dark.
This is a toupee.
Don't fucking lie to me.
No, yeah.
This is too bad. Let me pull your hair back, bro.
You have like a great part. You have like a classic European part.
Right.
Thank you.
You know.
No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marissa, I'm
I'm
not
just
talking
like-
to you, dude. I'm trying
Now
to hit
people
on
can't
Noah
see
right
it.
now.
Well, you hit on me successfully.
Oh, I like how
First,
I like
you
how with the-
you
with the
defended
hand,
House
by the way.
against Fern. I mean,
Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I've only seen clips from House. I've never watched
Right.
House before.
All right, here's
but
a
it's better than
question.
Clone Wars. Clone Wars is shit.
House versus Blouse podcast.
House versus
The
Blouse.
house is like a doctor show.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
No, it's like
that could be
Monster
our
House.
second podcast. It'd be called Blouse House, where
Yeah.
we watch the show House and we talk about each episode. So stupid.
We become like a
that's a great
Dr. House
idea.
fan base.
Hey.
Hey, Jeremiah.
I've been trying to watch this show House.
You want to be on the podcast?
I'm an audience member.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
he's an audience member.
Are you still
Yo,
buying
clap it
those
up for the
deals?
audience member, y'all.
It's so expensive.
Oh shit.
Nah, it's like 116 for like 8 meals.
A week, so you're paying 116 a week. That's still. I mean, it's.
How,
but it's
do you
not a bad
do you do
deal,
you
but
know
it's
math?
expensive.
How much is that per meal? Do you know off the top of your head?
That's like $12, $11.
Okay. Yeah, that's like about the price of like a
Groceries.
yeah,
It's all
or
depends
like
on, what you eat. Like if you omit, for example, like and also how often you eat in a day.
I'm sorry, you need a microphone.
Yeah, if you're talking, but you need to talk.
I mean, you can still post it.
Yeah, or you could just raise, or I could just point the mic towards him, and you can raise the volume.
He doesn't even have to be on camera. We'll
We're gonna
just,
be here for 3
let's
hours.
have a let's have like a 2-minute talk.
We're an hour and a half into the podcast. How many topics have we covered?
Okay.
Introduce Jeremiah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have nice
Shout out to
teeth.
Jeremiah.
It's infatuated.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we're good.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate it.
Okay, we got like 2 hours.
I'm getting a lot of great like validation here.
You've been recording for 2 hours?
No, we've been recording for an hour, and there's about 2 hours left.
Oh.
Of time on my SD card.
Oh, okay. What time did you start?
We
So
started
should
at,
we
like,
stop
2:30.
in like 30 minutes?
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
I'm having a good time. Jeremiah, you're not going to say anything?
if it's an issue, just
Speak your mind.
okay?
Oh no, you're fine.
I don't want you to be nice.
I'm doing great.
Jeremiah, talk.
I was gonna say, whatchamacallit, with the food, it all depends on, what you're eating, how many times a day you're eating, whether the meal prep situation
Americans eat a
would be
lot of bread.
expensive
Tell him.
or not.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Well,
It's like surprisingly amounts of bread.
well, Mexicans eat a lot of beans.
Oh,
Put the mic
shit.
to your face.
Well, no shit.
I just love your hair that like curls like a little bob. It looks like Zendaya. I mean, not Zendaya. Selena Gomez hairstyle when she
Y'all
was
y'all
in,
really got done up and whatnot. Okay.
Was it
Yeah.
a Waverly Place?
Yeah.
I roll out of bed. I took a nap and then came out of bed and walked right down here.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I wish I could take a nap right now.
I took a nap.
I need a nap.
This blazer's really cool though.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a
you
great
should have-
blazer.
That's why I was telling you if you wanted another mic.
Yeah, but the other mic.
You should
only
sponsor-
put it that would work. I can
Marissa
put
should
my
sponsor the
mic
next
on.
podcast.
Oh, I see. No, mine's a USB mic.
I mean, I could do that.
You should do it,
think so?
dude.
Sync it up
Mari-
really well.
Ocean.
I mean, it's probably the end of the world.
Dude, why is clothing gendered?
Called Quadcast.
Let's get rid of that stuff.
Gamers using shit.
I could probably use like a.
Yeah, Darius, that looks fucking
Yo,
dope, dude.
Darius looks mighty clean.
Stand in front of the camera, dude.
Looks awesome.
You do look nice.
Show it
Look
off.
great.
Hey,
Give me
that's
Harry
fire.
Styles. Does that feel good?
It does feel good. It's like a massage.
Can we talk about how
Marissa should
weird
sponsor the next
fashion shows are?
Thank
podcast.
you. With the bearded.
All right, here, Darius. Here's your mic back.
You are.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'll
always
leave you alone, okay? I just love your hair.
Ah, thanks.
It just flows so gracefully. Is
Yeah.
there something you use, or has it always been like that?
It just has always been like that. I should probably actually use shit in my hair.
Oh
I just
my
kind of let it.
gosh. No, because that's gonna make
happen.
it all thick and oily. If you use
Okay, guys, we should stay on track here.
Yeah, let's
Let's stay on track.
let's
What's the topic right now?
Yeah, what's the topic?
Let's move on to another topic. So,
yeah.
I can't wait to when you're old.
We could
man,
do-
You're gonna have white hair.
It's gonna be just a fucking.
all right, everyone, listen up. We're moving on to a new topic. I'll give a couple options. Okay, we can go. We can talk about our red flags and green flags, or we can talk about our celebrity crushes versus real crushes. Just some relationship stuff, you know. Or we could talk about dehumanizing women.
Red flags and green flags.
That's just a topic. bro.
That dehumanizing women is a red flag.
You
Okay.
know, that
No,
was
we
my
agree.
idea,
I mean-
but not like in a way of bashing
Can we
women,
talk
but
about
in a way
red
of-
flag
Dehumanizing women implies that women are humans in the first place.
Yeah.
You have to dehumanize.
It's like,
Hey.
it's like walking to a bar just to look for a woman to fuck her.
Boo.
That's what dehumanizing would be.
Brother. Preach, brother. But dehumanizing women was my topic, but not in a way of bashing women, but in a way, you know how like they be like, you know those videos like Andrew Tate and stuff, those get the most views.
Yeah.
Where you're like, do you expect a woman to work? Like those
Yeah.
type of videos,
Yeah,
like, you know?
yeah, and the guy's like, no,
Yeah.
man, I
Mhm.
want a woman that is submissive and acts like a
That's
child,
what
so I can
mean by
lead
that
them.
topic,
The thing is
you know?
that
These men are
the thing is that
leaders.
there are some women out there that genuinely want to be like taken care of.
Yeah, I think
Like-
there's,
like
there's men
the-
out there that want to be taken care of too.
Preach, brother.
Why can I get a woman this castle?
You know, I want that, but then again, I know like a lot of people get married and then don't work, and then they get divorced, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do." I still suggest, even if you want that life, still work a little bit, have some income in your savings. You can have a joint bank account, but also have separate bank accounts. You know?
I wouldn't. I think getting married is a con. What do you guys think?
You
about
think
it?
it's bad?
They'll talk if they want to.
I mean,
It's not. Getting married is not that much of a pro.
I think honestly, I think this is probably a popular opinion amongst our generation. I feel like most Gen Zers hold this opinion. I think most people kind of say, oh, like marriage is just like a contract, and you're getting the government involved into your relationship, and then if you get divorced, it's a big risk if you don't get a prenup and all that stuff.
And also, if most likely than not, if you're a man, you're gonna have to give 50% of your income to the woman. Most likely or not.
that's what each other though, not just the men.
Is it not just?
Yeah,
is it just the man?
it's
I
not
thought it was.
just
I
the
thought it
man.
was the person that had the biggest income.
Yeah,
So-
that can be the woman.
It's based on like, though a lot of times it'll be like, you get used to a certain standard of living or whatever, so you have to help maintain that or something like that, which it's like, look, here's the thing, I can oh man, actually, to pay. Look, everyone has such strong opinions about this stuff, and to play devil's advocate a little bit, I can understand from a certain perspective of like, if you've been married for like 15 plus years and then you've been relying on someone you're living with, and all of a sudden if the person's like, okay, I'm divorcing you. Now go figure shit out. You have absolutely no skills because you've been out of the job market for the past 15 years, and you have no, like, I could see that. I understand from a certain perspective that, but also just get a prenup, dog.
That's what happened to my mom actually.
Damn.
My mom and my dad, they're actually divorced, and my mom has she studied. What did she study? She studied like worldwide finances or some shit like that. But she never ever got a job. She always worked with my dad, and when they got divorced, she was always struggling trying to find a job. In fact, she still struggles to find a job. She works like at a printing press, like at a friend's printing press, and she gets paid and whatnot. But she struggles a bit. But
Where was he at in his career? She met him.
where was he? What was who at?
Your dad.
My dad. They were basically, they've known each other since high school, essentially.
Bye, Marissa. Wait, can I have your
Maybe
Can I wear your
even
blazer?
before that. Bye, Marissa.
Bye.
So
okay,
they've
fine.
known each other for a long time, but
Bye, Marissa.
without getting into the details, shit happened and they just went their separate ways. I'm not gonna get into the what happened, but I'm pretty sure I know already what happened.
Jeremiah, would you like to sit on the couch with us and talk?
You can?
There's a space open.
There's a space
Yeah,
open.
it's expensive.
Wait.
All right, we're getting Jeremiah involved.
So we got
Here comes
Jeremiah's
our
corner.
Here
You want
comes
to
our
do the guys' podcast? I can leave.
our
the fellas. The fellas
wanna-
podcast.
do some homework and maybe watch second part of House of Dragons. I haven't
Are you
watched it
watching
yet.
House of the Dragon?
I watched the first one. I
Wait, did you watch
literally
Game of
finished-
Thrones?
I literally finished Game of Thrones
House of
when
the
House of
Dragon is that-
Dragons.
Wait, how did you
came
feel
out.
about the
It's
ending
like
of Game of
show,
Thrones?
That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, it's awful,
Pissed
right?
me off. But they said that it's because they said, I don't know why they said they stopped. I think something about
Actually, Star Wars is vaguely involved.
so Star Wars is
Wait,
involved in House of Dragons.
Oh, House of the Dragon. No, I'm talking about Game of Thrones. Of why the ending of Game of Thrones is so bad.
Yeah,
Wait,
but I heard
why?
it's because they had to rush
So-
the ending or something.
So,
for something.
Who's calling you, Darius?
That's me.
Oh, Anna Cunningham.
So wait, what? I never heard of the. Wait, I know
Is she
you're
a
about
friend
to-
or like
Heard
a
of
friend?
Game of Thrones?
No, I've heard of the Game of Thrones, but I don't know what Darius is talking about.
We're friends now.
Oh, it's one of those.
I literally finished Game of Thrones, and then House of Dragons came out a week later. I was like, right on
I've
time.
never watched Game of Thrones, and I've never watched Breaking
The first 3 seasons, 3 or 4 seasons, 3 seasons of Game of Thrones, some of the best television out there.
So-
So the last 3 or 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, it just gets progressively worse and worse.
That's what I've heard about a lot of shows. It's like the first 3 seasons. Oh, that's the best of the best.
Dude,
It's like SpongeBob. Like the first 3 seasons, a lot of people say it's the best of
Yeah.
SpongeBob, but in reality, it's a little bit more than that. And then, I mean, the recent episodes are kind of carrying.
I do not watch SpongeBob past season 3.
We should watch SpongeBob more often. I feel like we could just vibe to it.
Yeah, no, we watched SpongeBob the other day.
Yeah.
I'm
You guys could
gonna
get
leave,
high to
guys, and let
SpongeBob.
this be a boys' podcast.
What?
Wait,
No.
no, before you
We
leave,
need the
guys.
estrogen.
But before you leave, Gabby, we need to do the segment called Church of Gabby.
Amen.
What is that? Church of Gabby.
This segment, well, I don't know. Sometimes you just come to us and you tell us about an interaction you had that like taught you a lesson or a moral.
Oh,
And then
I do that.
So what? Yeah, I know. So so kind of. I
Also,
wanted
if
to
you
try.
wanna say anything.
I wanted to try this segment out, where Gabby, tell us about maybe an interaction you had recently and a lesson you learned and that you think others should follow. Like a lesson in life.
You know what? I can preach for y'all. A sister can preach.
That's what I would like.
And let me tell y'all. Sorry. Okay, interaction I had was today and yesterday, for example. I usually am an overthinker, a big overthinker. And everything I overthink, I say out loud. That's why I talk so much. But I made a list of all the errands I have to get done for each day, which I usually do. Everything I need to do and get done, so I don't have to worry about it. Get my priorities straight. And I did that, and so amen, brother. And so I did that, and I got some of my assignments done, some errands done, paid some bills, called some people, sorted out some disputes, and then I had a few things left today, which consisted of calls and stuff.
Oh wait, cupcake. What? Remember, don't touch.
sorry.
Don't move the mic too much because it makes
I had a
noise.
few things done that I had to get done today, and I was on the phone for like an hour and a half, and it just feels so refreshing to get your shit done. You need to get your shit done. You cannot progress in life and do what you need to do without getting your shit done. I was in college before. I was a depressed, sad bitch. We're not gonna talk about that. But I had those moments just like everybody in my around my age range. And you know, now I'm restarting college and I'm getting my shit done. I'm doing my homework and it feels so refreshing and feels so good. And now I think I'm gonna go. And I'm doing my nursing, so I think I want to do nurse practitioner because after I finish nursing school, it's only 2 more years. I'm going to be making like almost $150,000, or you never know, a year. And it's just, I'm talking a lot, but the more other stories to get your things done, you will not progress in life. It's so many of us, and I've been here a while, and there's so many people here that I've saw that move with roommates. Don't overthink. Do what you got to do, because if you overthink and be like, this is not, you're going to be stuck in the same place. Preach. Let him talk. Preach.
So Jeremiah, you got any thoughts on the matter?
The only thing that I'll add to what she says, well, it's not really an addition, but just something to understand in your mind too, that at any point in your life that you decide to, operate in that, fashion, it'll transform your life right away. You know what I mean? So don't really concern yourself too much with what's before, as far as like, oh man, if I did this when I was 15 or I did this when I was 12, 3, born, like don't concern yourself with that. All of the principles that allow you to progress in life, specifically the ones that she just mentioned, it'll work out for you at any point in time that you start to apply those principles, no matter how much money you have, no matter what job you have at the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like even just writing things out of your mind onto a piece of paper, you know what I mean? Like, is an action, you know what I'm saying? So, I seen this thing, this one guy said, he said this quote where he was like, an ounce of an action holds way more weight than a pound of knowledge, if that makes any sense. So as much as like this era is an era where, everybody's always constantly, it's a lot of awareness, you know what I mean? It's a big thing in this, generation now, not just this generation's age group, but even people from the previous generations in this, that are living in this generation now. Everybody's aware of a whole bunch of shit, but nobody's really like doing anything with that knowledge. It just like, have a whole bunch of awareness, but it doesn't do anything for you if you don't apply anything. So
Amen. You speaking fast. You know when you talk, it sounds so calming and intellectual. It does. Okay, that's all for Gabby. I will see y'all next time.
All right, Gabby.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Goodbye.
So long, Gabby.
We got to talk about the relationship stuff next time.
We'll do that next time.
But
do that
there'll
next
be
time.
no Noah in that podcast.
The blouse cast.
The Blobcast. Oh, there's my phone.
we
I wanted it to be mouth undisclosed.
Okay, we can make it.
we call it blouse,
We can work on it.
mouth
It's a little working
undisclosed.
title.
Blouse undisclosed.
What about blouse?
Blouth undisclosed.
Blouse.
Yeah.
Good, a mixture. I think black is good too.
Or it can be mouth undisclosed. It can be this. It can be mouth undisclosed.
Mouth.
I was thinking mouth undisclosed. Blouth undisclosed. Mouth undisclosed, comma, a blouse podcast.
That's a really
Or not comma, colon. So it's like a subheading.
Bro, my ADHD brain is not gonna type all that on YouTube.
Dude, there's a but
Let's do black undisclosed.
no, but it'll just be like on the it'll be called Mouth Undisclosed, but on the cover it'll say a blouse podcast. That'll be like a subheading.
Let's do, I like black undisclosed.
You like Blouth Undisclosed? Okay, fine. It can be Blouth Undisclosed. That's fun too. Blouth Undisclosed.
Alright, bye guys.
All right, bye.
I'll take this for you since you can just
Okay, we can
Let's talk about.
Well,
You can sit on the couch, Jeremiah, if you want.
yeah, we can scoot over.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's about to bounce.
So I guess do we perform the song for? All right. Yeah, we're gonna do the song. He's
Yeah,
all
you're
right.
right. Gabby
All right, bye, Gabby.
Wait a sec. What's the song?
Noah and I make a little song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is it- are
for
you
their
about to
movie
answer
called
that?
Car.
It's
Just
called
Car.
Before
several
you,
the car story.
Several Car, the Car story.
on,
It's
before
a
you
film
start
that they
singing,
made,
can I do some
and there's
poetry
a song
before we
that they wrote for it.
Do some poetry. All right.
From Furnace-Stottles. Some Furnace-Stottles poetry.
Wow.
All right. So,
Wait, I got some poetry.
if you ever feel like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, run, because it's probably a train.
That's true. That's true. Making some good points.
Yeah, that's my piece.
That was good.
I have another one if you want to. Yeah. Or how about this one?
It's
You
freeform.
can be ugly as hell and have an amazing heart, but that's not gonna change anything. You're still ugly because one thing does not have to do with the other.
Wow. That was beautiful, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Fern.
that's it.
This is Fern's
Wow.
poetry minute.
Right. When's
Yeah.
the collection coming out? Pretty
The
soon.
collection is coming out whenever I feel like it.
Have you seen Drake's book of poetry?
Oh, dude, it's so fucking funny. It's
Drake is
so
Drake
funny.
is such a red flag artist.
I know. It's so bad, but it's great. It's amazing. I want it
I
up
don't
for a
get how
coffee table.
Drake is one single away from tying Michael Jackson.
Is it? I thought you loved Drake. I thought Drake was your favorite artist.
No, I hate Drake as a matter of fact.
I could have swore you
I
said
think
that
Drake
Drake
is
your
corny
favorite
as fuck
artist.
most of the
I
time.
thought you said I love Drake. He's so rad and hip.
got so many
No,
chains.
Drake
Call
is
me
not-
Chaining Tatum.
He's like one away.
Or whatever, or-
He's like one
Is
away.
Taylor
One
Swift
single
there
away
yet?
or something like that.
Whoa! I guess maybe Drake's is just as good as Michael Jackson.
I guess that's what it means because usually
Drake
when
is
people
so
put money into
unrelatable,
things,
bro.
it's warranted.
Dude, Drake is like
Actually, a perfect example of that. What it means.
of him being how as good as Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
He's at least a better dancer.
that's.
Drake is a better dancer than Michael Jackson.
Darius, I am about to snap your fucking neck right now, bro. I will kill you if you say Michael Jackson is less of a dancer than Drake.
Satire.
Wait, but
Yeah,
dude, there's
What
that,
dance
right now.
move? What
there's that
dance move
Hotline
did
Bling
Drake
thing
invent?
where
The
he's like,
Tootsie
he's doing
slide?
that
What
one.
the
The
fuck?
Tootsie slide.
Yeah, Drake's doing that.
The Tootsie slide? You mean that fucking
you
TikTok
you
song?
prefer for Drake?
You mean that fucking TikTok song that he invented?
Wait, let's hear about this.
I mean, low key the
Danced
Tootsie.
in the music video. What's that? On the Keisha. You love
Dude,
me.
what the fuck?
Yeah, I danced in that.
Jeremiah.
music
Oh my
video.
god, dude, that's
Oh, we're gonna have to
crazy.
pull that up.
Holy shit.
They shot part of it out here in Los Angeles. But most of the video though, they showed most of the shots from New Orleans. So the stuff that they did shoot out here, you only see like me and some of the other dancers for like a split second, like a you know what I mean, like one of those type deals.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that video. What was dope about it was that the guy that made that song popular with the dance challenge, he's from Queens also. His name's Shiggy. He's like one of those internet comedians, social media comedians, influencers or whatever. Yeah, he was the one that made the dance challenge that made that popular because it wasn't supposed to be a single. It was just gonna be another song on the album.
Yeah.
But then it ended up, blowing up because of that challenge. So he ended up doing a music video for it out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just gonna say it is interesting, like how strategic sometimes you got to be with like your marketing of music, like how like a dance challenge can blow up a song, or like being on the right TikTok can really just blow you up, and it's like It feels like I can imagine like labels and stuff trying to be like, oh yeah, if we do this thing and this thing, this can help like blow it up. But it feels like also kind of like you're throwing like a dart at a really small target. But I don't know. I think it would be interesting to be in those meetings where they try to strategize.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, in that particular situation, it was organic, so they didn't have to strategize anything.
Yeah.
Because that was just a challenge that somebody just happened to make up, the the Shiggy guy. But beyond that, I think the strategizing thing, I feel like I would prefer the strategies to more so go into the production level of things, or the talent application, as far as like training the artistry or developing the artistry, because then everything that comes out will be of a certain nature, and then everybody will enjoy everything that comes out. You said what?
So you're a marketing guy.
No. I said I would prefer for them to invest their strategizing into the development of the artistry.
Yeah.
Because then everything
like-
would be dope.
Like developing talent, like how they do like in sports or stuff like that.
Yeah, they used to do that in music.
Really?
Even
Yeah.
just the budget for productions in general, because for most art forms that are involved in the industry, I think most of the budget ends up going towards like not marketing, like advertisements and shit like that, and billboards and trailers and shit like that, like for movies at least.
Well, like-
most.
I've never seen music advertisements at all.
I have. I definitely have.
Well, I mean, a music video is essentially like a music advertisement. It's I mean, we use different terminology for it right now, like you call it content. But
And you see musicians doing a shitload of promo on different like
Like, you had to do a
podcasts and
music
shows
video.
I
and
don't think of it in the traditional sense of advertising. I don't think of it as a commercial.
Dude, every
That's
well, a
the main point
commercial
of it.
isn't necessarily. That's like a medium to advertise. That's not advertising.
like most of
That's
what
a
artists
category.
do in the industry is actually the purpose of that is mainly marketing.
Exactly.
Everything's kind of like drenched in irony too. So something can be like bad, and that's a way of like the Drake
Exactly.
21 Savage. Even though it was good, I thought like the Drake 21 Savage project was cool. Well, like Drake being like like corny and weird was like.
I think he's leaning into it.
Basically,
Like,
anything
I
that
think
you're
would
not
get it more viral.
anything that's artistic that you're not purchasing from the artist is advertising. You kind of look at it like that.
really
That's basically what it is.
everything is advertising. If you really just like when you start looking for it, you see it everywhere. But it's
Like for
Right.
example, the logo on this audio thing, that's technically advertising.
That's true.
sure, yeah.
That's true.
But but for music, I've seen like literal like direct advertising, like, oh, so and so's album's releasing blah 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 or whatever, to like to just like, oh man, like this musician's on a podcast or other things, or even just like oh, dude, they've been marketing the shit out of this new Mortal Kombat game. I see ads for it everywhere. And fucking the Mortal Kombat guy, Ed Boon, was on fucking Hot Ones recently, and I watched it. And I knew it was advertising for the new Mortal Kombat game, but I sure watched it.
But also just the way music has been changing because of TikTok, the way popular music has been changing because of TikTok. Now, like, a lot of musicians are kind of focused on having just like, we need a good like 7-second section of this song. The rest of the song can be terrible, but as long as this part hits hard, that's a good TikTok, and that will literally make the song and the artist blow up. And so there's a lot of music has been shaped by TikTok.
And I know musicians who just want who are just trying to get a song to go viral on TikTok.
Yeah, like the Baby literally made a song remixed with "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley, and I thought that song.
Wait, that was. You said the baby.
I think it was the Baby. It was young. It wasn't it the Baby?
No, it was Young Gravy, dude.
It was Young Gravy.
It was Young Gravy.
Oh, okay.
Noah said it was
Maybe I
such
got-
confidence.
Maybe I got him twisted. But yeah, I thought that song was automatically a TikTok song.
Oh, Jeremiah, you're a big fan of the rappers today, aren't you?
No, I am a rapper though.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
yeah.
a rapper?
Yeah.
Are you a Young Gravy fan?
I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What about Da Baby?
The baby, like to me, some of these guys are a little bit more like what this era is now. I call them like rap artists, where it's like, I gotta explain it. It's like there's other things to what it is that they do that is what the appeal is of today. So like
Yeah.
before, if you was like an MC back in the day, or even a rapper, following the MC, what I call the MC era, into the rapper era, there are actual like foundational elements to what it is that you do, that you develop over time, that would make you a, you know, a pronounced, skilled MC and or rapper.
Yeah.
Whatever. So like an MC, for example, the initial one is master of ceremonies, meaning that they're able to master the ceremony, the event that's going on.
Yeah.
And then as you transition into, I would say the 90s is more a mic controller. So a mic controller is like, where it's like rap has got a lot more pronounced now, you know, the between the topics and like even the skill set to display is even more centered in like the rap, the MCing being its own element that's going its own direction, separate from the other elements of hip hop, where it's like you come to a show and you're just watching Nas display his craft. So it's like a mic controller where it's like it's not about the ceremony anymore. It's about the MC that's on the stage and you witnessing and taking in their like, you know, display of, you know, skill.
And you don't think DaBaby could do that?
Well, I don't think that's the climate of what is, you know, everyone is interested in, as far as like there's a very niche, you know, demographic now that even like follows, you know, MCs or rappers for that. So when you're watching him doing his thing, I can't really say that he can't do it. I'll just say that that's not what he spends his time doing or putting out there. Whereas like if you go back to like the early 2000s, for example, every rapper had like multiple mixtapes. So even though they were doing commercial music and albums and music videos and all that, they also were just doing the art form on mixtapes for free.
Yeah.
To give out, you know what I mean? Because they displaying what it is that you were capable of doing was like part of like the code. People aren't doing that anymore. You don't see freestyles. You don't see people on BT Decipher. You don't see any of that anymore.
How did you feel
the
about
way it was back then?
Did you see DaBaby's comment at a concert where he told gay people to leave or into so I think he told some.
He said if you
Yeah, he said if you if you got AIDS.
he made some orientation statements.
Yeah.
Or whatever the
Did
case
you
may
like
be,
those
some
statements or did you
derogatory-
dislike those statements?
Some derogatory orientation statements. Is that a statement to like? Is that what you're saying?
No. I just wanted to know what your thoughts were.
What is my opinion?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Because
Do you think homophobia is deeply
do you think
rooted in
homophobia
rap?
is rad?
You're priming like you know.
That's a good. Fern had a good point. Do you think is homophobia deeply rooted into hip hop?
Oh, actually, that's actually a great question.
I think homophobia is deeply rooted into heterosexual male culture. Period.
Yeah.
Like as a heterosexual male, whatever background you have that's strong, whether it be and masculine, you know, dominated, whether it be religion, whether it be music, whether it be, you know, sports, etc. All of these, you know, male dominated cultural spaces have homophobia, like, you know, as a dominant, you know, ideology.
How do you feel about, like, I guess specifically
the center of hip hop in that kind of like doesn't make any sense, because I would guarantee that probably everybody in here has an uncle or a great uncle or a grandfather, if not all of them, that are probably like homophobic to some degree.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You would never put them
Yeah.
on camera and like ask that, because you know they would get canceled.
I think that if we're talking about specifically as like a genre, is homophobia rooted in, like, is there more homophobia in terms of, if we're talking about broadly music, we're specifically talking music, is there more homophobia in hip hop than other genres? Because like you can point to, like, in the 80s, like famous rock like musicians like Freddie Mercury or David Bowie, who were very gay. Not like they're both bisexual, but very flamboyant and very gay and very successful, you know. And I feel like there hasn't been a lot of very successful rappers up until who are openly bisexual up until recently, which I can really only, although I can only really name one off the top of my head with Tyler, but
Yeah.
Lil Nas
Lil
X,
Nas.
yeah.
But a lot of people wouldn't agree that Lil Nas is a
Oh
rapper.
yeah, and the guy who brought Freddie something.
Well, I would say that I think that, in my opinion, with hip hop in general, a lot of positive centered, you know, topics and, you know, ideologies were like pushed to the wayside ever since gangster rap. So ever since gangster rap, you know what I mean, took the forefront, it is a lot easier to control. You know what I mean? This sector of like music, because from gangster rap to drill to like trap, it that also is even further away from like the elements of hip hop, where it's like okay, if this is what we're utilizing, you know what I mean? Like what all these things are connected to are also consumer based, frames of mind, where it's like there's a lot of things that we could push through these mediums. So whether it be, consumerism, for example. So the way people dress, people wearing chains, people buying sneakers, clothes, bottles of liquor in clubs, vehicles, like it's beyond just that one, isolated, like orientation, something as simple as like orientation. So anything that's negative, basically what I'm getting at is that anything that's like negative or, stigmatic is what they're going to allow to keep going out there. Cause then also, consciousness was like a big thing in hip hop first, you know what I mean? Before, a lot of these other like topics, partying and consciousness, those are like, were the primary like initial like dynamic voices in like hip hop. So they can't allow stuff like that to be in mass, being the influence that is on the average youth, because it'll promote them to want to do things that would take people away from consumerism.
Yeah, I mean, because I think like I think to what you're saying about like hip hop having a bunch of different like forms, and like some are emphasized more than others. I mean, if you think about like punk, for instance, and like punk and hip hop were kind of like forming around the same time, and there's like a lot of interaction between them. Like there are a lot of like there's a lot of like punk that's like very consciousness raising, but then there's like also some stuff where like people use it as a vehicle to like be bigoted and be like homophobic and stuff. So but yeah, no, it definitely is interesting like what you're saying, Jeremiah, about how like there's some like economic incentive to emphasize, because I mean I think with like punk, a lot of the time when people talk about like classic punk albums, they emphasize stuff that's maybe less that way, and the more bigoted the stuff that maybe has like less savory messages gets swept under the rug. But I think there's in any genre that's like as rich as like punk or hip hop, there's gonna be both,
Very, very famously, kind of like in the same vein, but very famously, because the punk scene was just starting to draw a lot of like skinheads and stuff, and the Dead Kennedys noticed that a lot of skinheads were coming to their concerts and stuff, and that's why they wrote the Nazi Punks Fuck Off song, to essentially they play that at the top of their set to just.
Is that what a skinhead is? Just a Nazi sympathizer?
And
yeah,
that's,
pretty much.
That's why like it's very important that we're careful with how we center certain ideologies in genres, because what is being showcased to us in mass and media is not something that the genre has any control of at all, nor is the primary consumer most of the time of most of these genres the actual community of these genres either, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So
also, yeah.
Like it would be very like insensitive for like what you just said, me to then confirm in my mind or affirm in my mind that genre of music is centered in racism, you know what I mean, because so many people that are from these groups gravitate to that genre of music. And not saying that none of the music doesn't promote maybe an energy that they resonate with or something like that, but still regardless, that's not the entirety of the genre or the point when it was put together. So
Yeah.
Well, in general,
but it is something to like definitely like analyze though, and kind of like and realize and be aware of, so that especially our youth, you know what I mean, when they're coming up and they're listening to these like different genres of music, that they don't get caught up in those other negative like associations. And that's why in like in certain religions, if not most of them, especially Judas like Judaic like religions, they don't want people listening to like non to secular music.
Well, it's a good
because
thing
of how influential it is.
Noah here is Jewish.
Yeah, I mean, but like we're talking, they're all different types of Jews. So there's like kind of the more casual American Jew who's like less that way, and
Yeah,
and there are a
liberal.
lot of they're like, I don't know. I observe like certain like types of like Jewish practice, but there are a lot of people who are like totally secular.
There are also just some
And
people
are
that are
just
just
still
descendant of
Jews.
Jews and nothing else.
But then,
Well, I mean, not just them, but
I don't
everybody,
practice
like
it, too.
Christians, Muslims, like they all fall
I'm
under
Jewish
a
descendant, but I
category.
don't practice Jewish.
Right. But
Yeah.
yeah, even just like all of
all of North
Christianity,
Mexico's Jewish.
Islam, they all do it's the same thing. Even in those religions as well, they stay they try to stay clear of like worldly like influence because of some of the things that it can influence people to do if it's not being created in a way to like be absent of those influences or whatever, or those topics, or etc.
Yeah. Anyway, overall, I think I mostly agree with your point about pretty much what we just talked about.
What
Cool
percentage?
I would say I agree with about 80% of it.
80%.
Yeah.
What 20% do you
Yeah.
disagree? Here we go. Let's get into it. No,
Yeah.
Um,
Like, you disagree about the part that fucking like there should be hatred in hip hop and music and shit. There should be.
I don't think that was the point he was making. I think the point it sounded like the point that you were making is sometimes certain communities can have a certain negative influences on a genre, and also a genre can, and then also certain people within a genre can sometimes have that stuff be amplified. But that's not necessarily the point of the music, and that it's not necessarily the point of the music, and also it shouldn't necessarily be considered. Well, it's worth analyzing. Shouldn't necessarily be considered indicative of the genre itself.
I think we need to move this along. We might be nearing the end of the podcast, and I think Noah and I gotta perform our little song. You ready, Noah?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna need people to hold mics for us.
Jeremiah, you're a rapper.
I'll hold
Well,
the
you're
mic.
about to see Noah's rap
Yeah, you're about to see Noah's
rap debut.
So, hold on.
Oh no, it's gonna be. Is it gonna be cringe rapping or is it gonna be good rapping?
No, it's not cringe.
Bro, why would you say that,
We're
dude?
gonna need Darius and Fern to hold mics for us.
Oh my god.
All right, I am the professional mic holder.
Noah's gonna hold his own mic.
Yeah.
Is this the tube mic? Yeah. So this is gonna be Noah's. Well, no.
do you want this one?
I want that one to be held right here in front of the guitar.
Yeah, dude. Well, thanks for joining, Jeremiah.
Darius, we need Fern and Darius up here to hold the mic. Someone has to hold it by my face. Someone has to hold it by the guitar. And then, I'm sorry, Darius. Yeah. So
Let's see. I'll hold the guitar.
yeah, you hold the guitar. Darius holds it the one close to my mouth. Okay.
What's the song about?
You'll see.
Wait,
Something
can
called
they
Cars.
even see me? Or can they even see you?
They can see me. Yeah.
Yeah, Fern. So you're gonna twerk in the foreground.
Oh, I'm gonna twerk.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, because I have no ass, by the way.
Hey, don't say that. You can work on it,
What, the fact that I don't got ass?
We're not allowed to say it on the podcast.
dude. You can't say that,
Oh, you can't say that?
dude. You have 2 strikes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. You ready?
All right.
So let me just. So hold it by the bridge, kind of where I'm strumming, and then Darius hold it there.
So what's the name of the song?
Oh, Fern. Oh, you want me to move? I can move that.
There we go. Yeah.
What's the? Hold on.
Sounds good.
You
That's
sit
good.
on the.
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh, you got the whole
Might
wrapped
be.
around your foot.
Oh fuck.
What's the name of your song, Abby?
What are we calling it?
It's called.
Broom.
Where's the curve?
Oh yeah, where's the curve?
Sure. Where's the curve?
Because cars have curves too.
I thought you were talking about street curve.
Ah, well. Oh, did it cut out?
What did what?
No, it's still recording.
It's still recording. Oh, I turned that off on purpose.
Oh, you turned it off.
Yeah, I turned it off to give more dramatic lighting. But I could turn it. I could turn it back on. I don't know.
Nah, it's
Oh,
alright.
right,
like
in
this.
the darkness.
You're already too prepared for this, and you got a cord wrapped around your
If
head.
Avi like sits, or I can sit forward maybe.
All right, here. I'll turn it back on.
Dude, this
The people are waiting
This
on
podcast
me
is
now.
like about to be crazy.
Okay.
I have about 5 minutes left of attention span.
Okay.
All right, this is lucky for you. This is a 2-minute song, so
Okay.
that fits in.
I think that's pretty good.
I don't have any way of checking the levels right now, but it should be fine.
Once upon a highway, by my lonesome, in my van, sick of pissing in polystyrene, no direction, no plan, and no, I can't trust Google, I can't trust Apple, I can't trust Waze. Gonna follow the flight maps that my grandpappy left to me, and I'm gonna drive so far, hit the ice wall in my car. Gonna drive so far, hit the ice wall in my car.
I've roamed, open roads, no map, held the wheel, a long time didn't nap. I feel the appeal of planes, boats, and trams with the real deal's cars. Aren't you a fan? Go back to ancient Athens, and you'll see no lack of station wagons in the street. In history, one consistency is man and car were meant to be. Yeah, gas smells right like bottles of piss, but we keep it real tight like Pablo and Chris. I gotta admit, though I acknowledge the risk, there's a massive cover-up. We all have been tricked, so learn the facts. It's absurd, Earth is flat, where's the curve? The government's lied in every regard. One way to prove it, hop in your car and drive.
Drive so far, hit the ice wall in my car.
In my car.
Gonna drive so far, hit the ice wall in my car. It's a habit, this curvy planet, and you can quit it whenever you want. It's kind of freeing to stop believing in all the lies that you were told since you were small. And I'm gonna drive so far, hit the ice wall in my car. I'm gonna drive so far, hit the ice wall in my car.
Wait. Music and lyrics by Avinash and Noah.
Yep.
Cool, Noah.
Thank you guys for holding the mics. We don't have any mic stands.
Yeah, we don't have.
No, I'm okay
Don't-
being a
I thought
prop.
we had mic stands.
I mean, we
we
do,
don't
but
got
they're
these mic stands.
not really. I might have one actually that we could use next time. But it's more fun to just hold them and pass them around. That's the thing.
You gotta let me on the remix.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Bro, I love how Noah was just like drive the ice wall.
Yeah, what else are we gonna say? You know?
Earth is flat. The universe does not exist.
Oh, that'd be cool.
God is dead. Or something.
This is our first recording of it, right?
Yeah, it's still good.
This is the first recording.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Can't wait to hear that part. Good job, guys.
Wait.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Jeremiah.
Bye. Listening.
So, what's good now?
Should we end the podcast?
That's
All
on
right.
you guys. I mean, I can.
So there have been a lot of changes over the course of this hour or 3 hours.
I think we should talk about what you thought was successful and unsuccessful. I mean,
Yeah.
not necessarily on the podcast, but just in general.
Oh, about the podcast?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
All right.
Wait, what was
It
successful?
doesn't have to
What
be.
was
It doesn't have to be on the
unsuccessful?
podcast.
Here,
I think.
The podcast just started. How can you tell what's a success and what isn't?
No, talking about. It's like you ever make anything,
Yes.
and then you look at the thing you just made before showing it to anyone, like, huh, this was working and this isn't working.
Sometimes I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
all right.
Well, that's just how I operate in general. So that's whenever I work on anything.
I like
that's,
this idea. Can we scooch over to me?
All right.
I like the idea of maybe like discussing what worked and what didn't, like on the podcast.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right. So
We're looking at the live comment feed right now.
Fern and I will share this mic, and you guys can have those mics.
Yeah.
All right.
We're sharing
Let's
is
start.
caring.
Noah, share with what you think went well, what didn't went well. We'll go across.
I mean, I would say it's unusual in a good way that the podcast had an evolving lineup. usually the lineup of a podcast doesn't change
At all.
in the first episode. Yeah, or at all.
Do you
so.
think that worked? It was seamless the way that worked, or you think it wasn't?
I think it gave us like an interesting snapshot of what life is in Blouse.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or the Blouse. Is there a the in front of it?
Blouse. I would prefer the blouse.
I mean, I don't care what you would prefer. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
Whatever you say, Lego and Legos.
Yeah, I like that. It's
get it.
definitely we've definitely set ourselves apart from a lot of other podcasts in the very first episode, which is great. You know, I don't think any other podcasts.
Rogan ain't got shit on us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck Joe Rogan. This is better.
Joe Rogan is an actual dickhead. But that's another topic.
Road joke, dude. I don't want to, dude. We don't want to alienate our audience.
Yeah.
We love Joe Rogan.
Also,
He's
save
so
it for the next
successful.
podcast, bro.
Of course. It's another topic.
I would jack off Joe Rogan if it meant I could have
that's
a
another
career. No, I'm just kidding.
We can talk about that
I
next
would
time.
jack off Joe Rogan too, but that's another topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, would we all jack off Joe Rogan?
I agree with a lot of what Noah said about that, about it being kind of hectic, but it kind of working because that's what life here is kind of like.
Yeah.
I was like, there were a lot of things about it that were just kind of ridiculous. Like I was doing sound effects here and there, turning the lights on and off.
Nice.
People coming and leaving. I'm not sure how much I'll edit. I mean, I don't want to put too much work into this because I got other
Yeah.
stuff I should be doing.
No,
But
that's fair.
I might do a little bit of editing. But Gabby wants me to do reels and stuff. We'll see.
What would you?
Yeah, how do you
What
do
segment?
that? Real.
We literally talk about like TikTok algorithms and shit.
What segment would you put into a reel though? Is
I gotta review
Is there a
this.
biteable like 10-second segment?
I think the
I have some
Darius
ideas.
Fern fight needs to go in the reel.
oh, about how I was fake fighting.
Yeah, that was
That's
it
okay,
was
we
so
can-
good, dude.
Honestly, sometimes I need to not be sarcastic. Sometimes I'm so I like
It worked well, though.
Sometimes
It was hilarious.
I'm really sarcastic, and then I don't know.
I feel like sometimes, I feel like most times you're sarcastic in text.
In text,
Yeah.
Mm.
actually maybe I don't know. Sometimes I'm so sarcastic. It's like I don't even notice when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It was
Like
really
even when
funny.
I met you, you were kind of, you were giving sarcastic vibes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, like Marissa and I were fucking dying laughing the entire time. So I'm sure
No,
the
I think
faces
this is
look really
great.
funny.
I can't wait to look at the footage. I can't wait to look at how everything turned out.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do this again.
Yeah.
I realize sometimes I think because it is very easy, and I know this is I think it's a balance though, but it's up to you. I think it's a balance though. It's very easy to get off on like these long-winded tangents.
Yeah, that was a bit of an issue.
And but it's really easy though to get back on track with just a probing question.
Right.
Like I don't know, like when I was talking to Jeremiah, realized we were starting to get off a little bit on edge. It was like I brought it back to DaBaby, and then I feel like I kind of got back a little bit to what the original thing was. Then it kind of evolved into a conversation about homophobia, which is a great question.
That was that was good.
Some people say I'm a great topic.
But I would say some people say I'm a homophobe.
Yeah, it's just sometimes sometimes I think you have to like figure out how to organically like get a conversation on track and also get a conversation like
Yeah,
going.
maybe that should have been my job as a producer. I don't know. Most of the stuff that I felt like didn't go well was actually.
Skipping me.
Oh, I mean, you can talk.
All right,
Yeah.
Fern, let's hear it.
I think everything worked well. I mean, I was only here for half an hour, for half of the podcast.
Right.
But yeah, I think that the topics that we discussed were good, but I don't know. Maybe because of what I think a podcast is, I was expecting like mainstream topics. I don't know. That's just me. I don't listen. You can tell. Can you tell? I don't listen to a lot.
But
of
there are other
podcasts.
podcasts for that.
Yeah, I know. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't have the attention span to do that. But from what I heard, everything was okay. Hey,
Josh.
hey, you want
Let's
to
have a cameo.
speaking of changing the amount of people and the amount of guests in the podcast.
Yeah. Josh, do you think the podcast was successful or unsuccessful?
I don't know.
It doesn't
anything-
matter what you think.
Hey now.
I would say
does
just
matter.
by the vibe right now, it's going by pretty successful.
Bro, we've
you.
had so far how many guests?
What, like
There've been, like,
eight
eight or nine
people?
people here.
Yeah. Are there any essential personalities that we need to add? Cass was not there.
She's at
Yeah.
work, but she'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah. Suck on that, Joe Rogan. You didn't do that in your first
If
podcast.
we shipped Chris and Cass, it would be Castifer.
Yeah.
We've been talking. I mean,
If we shipped
we've had a lot
Avi
of
and
random
Cass, it would
topics.
be ass.
We were talking.
You're talking about a lot of random stuff.
You're talking about hip hop. That's good. Thank you, Noah.